Hi, in this video we'll talk on how to create a countdown timer with a fixed calendar date, and whenever this countdown timer expires it will not be reloaded the page where it's installed on and will not redirect to any other URL. Let me start with creating a new countdown here. We want to provide relevant type of the countdown, and in this case it's a product launch because we know the fixed calendar date. Let me click that. Provide any name that you want to provide. In this case will be just test one. From the products I usually choose miscellaneous products, and the deadline will be October 31. From the drop down let's choose US Central Time. And for the URLs, we want to provide the URL where our countdown timer will be installed. So this is the test website, some kind of custom, so we want to provide this exact URL here. It's built with WordPress, so we want to choose that one. And step 4, where will people be redirected if they miss the deadline? In this case, as I pointed at the very beginning, we don't want people to be redirected anywhere. So whenever the countdown timer expires, it just disappears. That's all. And the page is not being reloaded. So let me provide just the same URL. At this point it doesn't matter. We use the Infusionsoft, and let's click save and go to last step. Yeah, that's the code, but as you see here at the very top, there's a little bit of confusion. It's not fixed yet, but by DeadlineFunnel team, but they promised to do that soon. Anyway, as you see, you are editing now this different countdown. It's not true, but it's a little bit confusing. So let me go back to countdowns in this step and click view all and choose the right one, just to make sure that we are editing the correct one. And clicked edit. Okay, here we want to go directly to step 2, funnel steps. Let me click that. As you see, we have this countdown timer here, and it's a floating bar, which is not correct. But let me choose first this code, this general code. Let me click that and let me copy over and go back to our post, scroll to the very bottom to the page specific scripts area and paste it here. Additional step that we want to do is to provide the tiny piece of code that actually will make that countdown timer disappear after the deadline expires. And this is the tutorial provided by Deadline Support. And what we want to do is copy over this exact piece of code here, like it's shown here. Go back to our page specific scripts area and find this area and put the cursor here. Let me make a space and paste it here. So that's exactly what we want to do. Now we are ready to insert the countdown timer by itself. So let me go back to our editing options, to funnel steps, here back to step number 2. And instead of floating bar here, we want to click edit and provide type as an inline countdown. Okay, and click save page. Now the code appears. That's the code that we want to use to actually show the countdown timer on the page. Let me click update and see and show you how it looks now. Let me refresh the page. So right now it's stretched to the whole width of the page, and it's also not clickable. So whenever we hover over with our mouse over the countdown, it makes nothing. We wanna edit that, and for that exact purpose let me show you how. So instead of using this code, we paste code like this. So as you can see, we have additional div element here. Also the URL where we want people be redirected once they click that that countdown timer. And also we provided a little bit of style, and style controls the width, and the width is 75%. So let me delete this one, update the page, and let us see what actually changes on the page, on the live page, right? Right now it's not as wide as before, and it's also clickable, so we can go to a different URL. That's how it works. Thank you.